They go to Harriet Tubman School right there on 27th Street.
Where Natural Tahuti had his debate.
Yeah, that's where we be having the lectures at.
Word up.
You know? You book my plane fare, you pay my lodging, I'm there. Boom. He comes and he sells his product at the lecture, and he also recruits people for his trips to Africa. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So there's a lot of ways to get around it to earn a living, because we got to earn a living. We got to stop making excuses, because to be conscious and broke is a tragedy. But equally, to be broke and conscious is a tragedy. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, I ain't got nothing to say about the film. But yo, like you said, you went down there on your own and blah, blah, blah. And that's to be commendable. Because next time, when they bring you back, they gonna hit you off. You understand what I'm saying?
And I'm in agreement with you. One thing that Ali Muhammad said one time, me and him was arguing, he said black folks are supposed to be rich. Right. I'm in agreement. If you are conscious, you're supposed to get you some damn money. Right. If you ain't getting no money, how conscious are you?
But you know what I want to say?
Come on, brother.
This is what I want to say. Black folks up in the community want to be conscious of this knowledge. They want to hear what we want to say. But then they want to walk past when we are showing them and selling them these videos. But they want to be conscious of, I got to catch up with Santa Claus because I got to be like that white man. I got to catch up with this for Thanksgiving because I got to submit to society. But they want to keep themselves hold and bondage down each and every day. And then they want to give their last to a pimp that's going to ride up on them and tell them about someone that don't save them, that don't even care about them. You know, see, that's what we had to do. If you're going to be conscious, of this knowledge that is being given, you know, then you have to show through your actions. You have to show through your actions. You have to give some type of support. I can't stand out on the street and then go home and say, well, I don't care about the brothers. Now let me respond to the same master that's popping the whip on me.
Stop taking people on face value. When I was in the Nation of Gods and Earths, when you came out your house, you had to show and prove everything. You had to show and prove. You might get your ass whooped. When I got knowledge of self, now dudes can just come in the community and say anything they want to say. And we go and run with that. So who are these people? Is the government sending these people in here to tell us any old goddamn thing? So it ain't that I want to debate him. It's the Dr. Khalid Muhammad in me that's going to speak about it. It's the ancestors that's in me who I don't really give a damn about you people. I'm from the streets.
Well, this could be a backlash on you because you know the people is personality worshippers, man.
I already know about the backlash. When I came out and started teaching about the black woman as God, how many people? I got kicked out the boys club. I'm not even in the boys club no more.
When you went up, when you was having your issues with the brothers from the Nation of Islam and the Nation of Gods and Earth, you didn't care about no backlash then.
I didn't care.
My man stood, held his ground.
So it don't even matter. They already know I'm the bad boy of consciousness, and I don't care.
Uh-oh, that might be your new slogan right there, boy. The bad boy of consciousness.
So it is what it is. Bring the fire. That's all I got to say. Because I'm not running. And I'm going to stand firm on my square until you can show and prove otherwise. Stop running these people because they got college degrees. There's nothing wrong with a college degree, but Tahuti only got a 6th grade education. Okay? So that's not an excuse for you not to push beyond. You see? Because I push beyond every day. I go beyond and I challenge myself.
Brother Saville, so what do you think about what your brother's saying, man?
I think this. I think that anybody who has a vast knowledge, not doing the work in the community, understand this. If I have a degree and I'm going out teaching my people, but I'm not yet addressed the problem in my own community, raising the dead, because that's what it is. If you have knowledge, Your job is to raise people's consciousness to the level of yours. Because until they understand exactly what happened to them, you know what I'm saying, why they're in the condition they're in, then there's going to be no change. And then after that, the Moors, right? And the Nation of Islam, and all the Wahhabians, and all the Bible centers, and any nation has to come together as one whole. Until that happens, the black nation is not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because
well, guess what? I'm sorry to tell you that the black nation is not going anywhere because that will never happen.
Of course it has to happen.
No, it won't never happen.
Why you say that, brother?
Because in order for the black nation to come together, they're going to have to drop their labels. And they are not going to drop their labels. You are not going to see Moors say, I'm going to drop my Moor status to become a member of the Black Panthers. You are not going to see the Black Panthers say, I'm going to drop my Black Panther so I can put on the feds and blend in. You're not going to hear Christians say, I'm no longer a Christian. Let me go and sit amongst the Muslims. They're not going to do that. That's not a realistic perspective, my brother.
All right, so you telling me that...
So in order for us to come together, get your ass in here, man. They call you the truth. They call you the truth.
Tell the truth, man. I don't agree with that.
Do you see Muslims, hold on, no, on a serious note, do you see Muslims saying, I'm going to drop my Islam, I'm going to take off my kufi and become a Muslim?
You don't have to drop nothing, brother.
Check this out, dude.
Hold on, let the truth go.
I'm saying you got Europeans and all different type of orders and organizations where they come together so that their people can rise.
Right.
That's all you do.
But we're not Europeans.
But they don't have
and we
nothing
need to learn that lesson from Europeans.
Check this out. You got black Muslims, you got black Christians, you got Black Panthers, and you got black whatever you want.
And if you put them all in the room...
Hold on a second. All fighting in the United States military against the enemies of this country.
Right.
So if they can come together and fight for the cracker, then why can't they come together and fight for their own
Because you're not the cracker.
No.
It's a total different
You said
perspective.
that you won't see them come
Remember,
together.
let me say
But
this.
they all come
let me tell you
together
this.
to fight for this cracker.
Remember, hold up. Remember what me, you, and a few other brothers tried to do for Dr. Ben? Where we called out the Muslims,
Yes, sir.
we called out the Moors,
Yes.
we called out, where did they show up at? You only had
showed
one person because he was speaking, Taj.
You mean
Where was the
in the audience?
Yeah, where was the people?
Okay, no, the people in the audience.
They ain't come, brother.
But understand this. You said a very important word. You said status.
Right.
And this is what mostly everybody is dealing with right now. A status to be or feel like they're about something. Wasn't you a status when you was a young man when I'm going to get this job and I'm going to do this? But one day you came conscious of yourself because the key was knowledge. And once you got that key of knowledge, didn't you free yourself? Am I correct? Didn't you free yourself? You cannot hold back the key of knowledge. It's going to happen anyway. It's going to happen anyway. Mathematics says that everything must come in unison. Everything must complete that cycle. It all must come back together. You cannot keep yourself, nothing can keep us in the bondage. I could throw a verb on you, people, places, and things, but you always got to remember, man, that it has an action to it.
So, yo, listen. What you're asking for is not realistic.
Why is
We
not?
wasn't all together in Africa. You had separate tribes in Africa,
I
brother,
totally agree with
that
you.
couldn't come together. So what makes you think that we are all going to be able
now have a common enemy. Our condition here and our situation here is totally different than our
So
condition
why
and situation
aren't
in
we
Africa.
coming together
Let me
then,
ask you this.
No, I'm
Hold on.
asking you.
I'm gonna give
Why
you,
aren't we coming
I'm
together?
gonna give you an example. When they rounded you up in Bory Island,
Right.
and you all went through the slave port, and they put your black ass on that slave ship.
Right.
You had motherfuckers from all different tribes that a month before that, 2 months before that, might have been fighting one another. But once they
Now
black
you're using my shit.
hold on.
No, because that's what I said
Once
already.
they got their black ass on that slave ship, they didn't give a fuck who was from what tribe or whatever. They knew that
Who
the
the enemy
motherfucker
was.
running
They
that
had a
ship,
common enemy.
they knew who the enemy was. So me and you always said, we got to get back to that slave
Right.
ship mentality.
And that's the only way.
We got to get back to that
That's the
slave ship
only
mentality.
way.